Okay, y'all, so I am doing a video about the overly saturated topic of Will Smith and Jada at the Grammy Awards. And this is my unpopular opinion, and I know you're not ready, so get ready. Go ahead, get your water, get ready, because a lot of people don't like what I was saying. Like, a lot of people don't like what I be saying. Okay, so this is my opinion. I'm not here to argue. I know you girls love to tussle. This is just my opinion, and a lot of people, I don't know all of the history about Will and Jada, but I also am learning in this life that my intuition speaks volumes. And like, I was arguing with somebody about the Russian thing and the war stuff the other day, and they were like, you don't even know what so and so and so. Look, I can't be fully educated about every topic while being that's not my goal. My goal is to look at the spirit behind things, and whatever my gut is telling me and whatever evidence is being dropped within me to support that, I'm sticking to it. Like, I don't have to know every single portion of someone's history in order to make an educated guess on why something happened or what, you know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna put that out there. First of all, I think over the years, with the Red Table Talk, they've almost made their family somewhat of a joke. I'm not saying they're not legends. I'm not saying that, they haven't done very, very substantial work in the entertainment industry. That is not what I'm saying. Before they did the Red Table Talk, we looked at them as a strong black couple. We looked at them as a strong family unit, right? Both of them built themselves up. Both of them have something to offer. A lot of times when we look at celebrities, it's one weak link. And when I say that, it's one like real celebrity, and the other person is just like a celebrity on the side, But these are two strong individuals that came together as one, built a family, and we've seen that family grow up, right? So we much respected them. Y'all, my earrings is itching, so I took them out. So we respected them a lot as a black power family, not just a couple. But then we seen how they, it was a lot of stuff that they did on Red Table Talk. Almost, I could say the same about my channel, right? When you're transparent about your experiences, people go from looking at you and having this respect for you to being like, oh, damn, they're human. Like, oh, shit, they got shit going on. Oh, wow. I'm not talking about gay people. I'm just saying about how the perception shifted. How, the daughter came out, she started to dress a certain way, and then they came out with their reasoning behind that. And then the son, it came out some stuff about him potentially being gay. And then I think he was dating like Tyler, the Creator. And then, they come out and the August Alsina stuff comes out. So a lot of times now when we talk about the Smith family, it's a lot of people like that notice that they're human now. And instead of them being on this pedestal, the same way like we look at Beyonce and Jay-Z, like they're on this pedestal. But when things start coming out, we see, you know what I'm saying? Now if we see Solange and Jay-Z together, we automatically associate it with some of the drama that came out. So that is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that because they're a human or because they've done things that they're less of a dynamic duo. But what I'm saying is the more that type of stuff is exposed, the more people start to tweak their vision of you, because people love to paint you in this picture like you perfect, or if you paint the picture like you perfect, people love to buy it. But when things start coming out, because you are human and human things happen, that's when people start, oh hell, they got this going on. So the same way that I just said about Solange and Jay-Z, if we see them in a picture, how that experience will always overshadow their family. Like, it just will, because that's what people that's what they love to focus on. They love to focus on the few bad moments that you had. Doesn't matter how many good moments that you have, people will always sit and they will, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter how valid you are. You being transparent is always going to be a weapon that people will use against you, even though you're fueling them and giving them the information. It will always be And so my best friend's thing was, well, they didn't even put that information out. August Alsina put that information out. Okay, regardless if he put it out or not, it's always going to, people don't just say, oh, well, they didn't put it out, turn it off. We're not going to associate them with that. The same way Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't put out the Solange stuff in the elevator. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying all of this to explain that over the years, their family dynamic has been less respected and made more of a joke. And it just is what it is. When we see them, when you go to the Shade Room comments, you see Will and Jada, and people are always going to say something about August Alsina and how she's a cougar. Or that is just how people are going to associate it because of being on, when you're on a platform, that's how things happen. The same way, it does not matter what Kim Kardashian does. People will always associate her with a sex tape. They will always associate her with the crazy husband, which I do not think Kanye is crazy, but listen to my logic, okay? We take entertainment so serious and we don't understand that, celebrities have to clout chase too. Celebrities have to do damage control. Celebrities have PR people and everything like that. They sit and they study their teams. They sit and they study the perception and things that are being said and how to do damage control and stuff like this. And to me, this was the perfect opportunity for damage control, right? And I'm gonna go at this from 3 different angles. So to me, this was damage control. I feel like this was the perfect opportunity for him to stick up for his wife and to kind of gradually gain some of that respect back, you know what I'm saying? So like regardless of what we think about their marriage as in general, as dysfunctional as we may try to paint it, at the end of the day, now he done slapped somebody on TV on her behalf, right? And we'll try to paint it up like he's sticking up for her, he's here for her, and they are such a strong family unit. And it doesn't matter if the whole world is against us, I got her back. I think it's more clout chasing to build up that vision of what their family is again. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people they're not gonna like that. But I say this because I pledge allegiance, right, to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag that I, as a man, and I mean, not me being a man, did not mean that I'm a man, but as a man, I do feel like that's check mark, right? You stick up for your woman, right? Kudos, absolutely. But as an entertainer, that's the biggest L that he could have took, right? My thing is, first of all, the Oscars. You went to the Oscars because you care about them. You went to the Oscars because you were nominated. You went to the Oscars because this is something that you are interested in and most likely a dream come true to be nominated for an Oscar and potentially win, right? So you went, you sat in these people's audience, you listened to their jokes as an entertainer yourself, so you know the culture of entertainment. You know that everything is most likely scripted. All of these scripts are most likely either written by the person that's actually speaking them, but 9 times out of 10, creators in the background, right? And he also knows that there has been times in the past where he's had to pick on certain people out of the audience because the entertainment isn't entertaining if you're talking about people or things that we cannot relate to. So as an audience, if you're on there and you talking about Jessica Bryant and nobody knows who that is, the jokes aren't funny. So they use and pick on people in the audience. That joke was said at the Oscars, meaning it had been pre-approved. They not just freestyling at the Oscars. I don't know. He's in the industry, right? But this is just my intuitive feeling. I don't feel like they're just sitting there just freestyling, right? It would be a lot more ums and like it's rehearsed and it's practiced. The Oscars permitted this. If you really wanted to stand up for your wife, you would have walked out and said, fuck the Oscars. Deuces. This is the second time that y'all allowed him to disrespect my wife while she's going through her own alopecia, self-image, self-esteem issues. Fuck y'all. But you went up to a vessel, just a robot, just a clone. You went up to him and slapped him on behalf of your wife to make a statement. And then as he tried to proceed after apologizing, you decided to continuously cuss at him via the audience because you're so strong, right? Then in the same breath, I could say he laughed at the joke first. And then it was almost like you could see it in her face that she didn't approve of the joke. And that's what seemed to have triggered him. But I'm not too sure if I believe that. But, I mean, it could be. Because alopecia me as a hairstylist, alopecia really does mess with your self-esteem. But I feel like, even if that was the case, and this wasn't clout chasing or whatever, I feel like it would have been a more powerful statement to say screw y'all, because at the end of the day, now you stayed at them people awards because you care about getting an Oscar you care about it so bad, but they permitted this joke to be told. The audience, you know what I'm saying, they permitted, if you didn't step about it, everybody was just gonna laugh about it. So you still sit and you accept your Oscar from them, and then you apologize afterwards to him so that they don't take your Oscar away. But the Oscars are the people that permitted these jokes about your women, your wife in general. They're the people that aired it. They're the people that sat back and permitted people to laugh. They're the people that had the creators. They're the people that put Chris Rock in charge. And please believe the jokes are pre-approved, but you still want that Oscar. Here's my last point. Remember that point, right? My last point is, we always talk about the baby because he hits all of his fans, you know, he's always fighting a fan, and we say that, you know, like, it's only gonna take for one person to sue you, you know, like, you have built this whole empire, and you will allow, from a professional stance, you will allow something said about your wife as an entertainer. We're entertainers. That's like somebody going to a Wild 'N Out show and getting mad and slapping the other person. Like, you should know you're sitting in the audience. Nobody's off limits. You're an entertainer as well, right? That's just like me posting my YouTube videos and telling all of my business. Any day, somebody can make a response video, and if I go shoot them or flat their tires, like, I would be willing to risk my freedom or longevity within my career or the connections and the networks that I've built because I allowed my emotions to get to me. So that's my only thing, because what if Chris Rock would have been like, I'm gonna sue you? You would have lost your whole empire because of that. Both of them being entertainers. Both having to subject yourself to everything, you know? Entertainers, I really do think that they deserve the most love. They can't post anything. They can't do anything without judgment. There's always going to be somebody. They can be getting married, and it's going to be somebody in the shade room comments that's like, why they got them flowers? Those are the cheapest flowers in the, you know, like anything. They subject themselves to so much, but that's a part of the territory. And professionally, I just feel like he dropped the ball. Now, a lot of people say, well, he doesn't care about being sued, and he did it to stand up for her. If he didn't care about being sued, if he didn't care about what these people think, and I'm just say people, but if he didn't care about what these Oscar people thought, then the gag would have been to walk out and screw y'all awards, screw y'all talking about my wife. We're entertainers, but we going through it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want your awards and the things that you're permitted to be said, or the things that the screenwriters and the producers approve. We're gonna leave, and we're gonna keep our head up, because I look at it like, you got to Oscar your damn self, and that night will forever be overshadowed with this incident. People not even talking about the fact that he got his, if I'm not mistaken, his first Oscar. But people are talking about an assault that he did in a professional environment. But like I said, I'm talking from a professional standpoint. As a man, like, I would love my man to be somebody else for me. I wish I could talk like Young Miami, because I want you to beat him up for me. Beat him up. Beat him up for me. I love it. But as a professional standpoint, it's just like, there was more ammunition behind it than people are accepting. Like, this wasn't just that you were so upset and you took your time to laugh at the joke and then not laugh and then walk off and then slap him and then sit back down and then think about it some more and then F you, and you don't leave my wife's name out of your freaking mouth. Like, to me, it's more than that. This was the opportunity to build up that you know, or he was kissing up. It was something, but it was motivated by more to me than just, I'm gonna stick up for my wife because I love her so much. That's just my unpopular opinions. Y'all let me know what you think below. I know y'all gonna roast me. Probably think I'm an Auntie Tomatha. You know how they say Uncle Tom, or Auntie Tomatha, or something like that. And that's okay. This is just what I intuitively felt when I seen it. Like, it didn't seem genuine or pure or anything. Like, you know, I almost sometimes we feel like they don't really even like each other. And y'all have to understand that Hollywood, everything is smoke and mirrors and illusions. These people be married for financial gain and not even because they truly love each other. Like, a lot of these people sign contracts. These entertainment agencies and things like that tell them who they need to marry or who they need to be in a relationship with. We've seen it with Bow Wow and Sierra and 50 Cent and Sierra and all of these couples that were just together just to get on board. You know what I'm saying? To get where they needed to be. And so some of these people be married and really the man really like men and the wife really be doing her own thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, we don't know what happens in these people's households. So I just feel like debating about it for hours and going back and forth and really like, I'm team Will, I'm team, like, it's not that serious. And I also want to salute Chris Rock because all he was doing was his job. He ate that shit beautifully. Like, if it was me doing my job and somebody came up and handled me like that, like, I don't think that I would have been able to maintain it. It was very difficult for me to watch. I don't even watch the Oscars. You can't go around slapping everybody to say something about you. There's other way. Like, you can, especially when you got money like that, you can do cease and desist. You can have all type of different approaches to handling things, or like I said, just elegantly walking out, holding each other's hand, knowing that you got her back. I think that would have made more of a statement than anything. But as well, it's just a reminder, we're all human. A lot of us, it's a lot of times I emotionally respond and then I go home and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could, well, I don't know, because, you know, it's a lot of clones in Hollywood, so everybody not human in Hollywood, okay? But anyways, that's my conspiracy talk. There's a lot of times as a person, I have emotionally responded and then I get home or I get, you know, deeper in my thoughts and I'm like, there's different ways that I could have handled this. There's something different, you know? So if he is a human, then absolutely, it is definitely possible that people emotionally respond. And if this was a real situation that really like provoked him to like do that, then that could be a thing too. But this is just my vent session, like a brainstorm. Like, you see, it's like multiple ways that I feel like this could go. But just intuitively, I don't feel like it was genuine. I feel like this was the perfect moment to like solidify their family unit, and I got her back and we stopped looking at us like we just goofy ass black couple and we really are the legends that we, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this was what that was for. What better place to do it than the Oscars? Okay. So yes, you guys, drop down below what y'all think of me, Miss Uncle Tamatha. I'll be back with another video soon. Make sure that you subscribe, turn on those post notifications so that the next video that I post, you'll know exactly what's going on. Okay, bye you guys.
And you know the address, www.